Major UK skilled worker visa changes for 2025 mean, well, higher barriers and a whole bunch of new rules, which I'll explain in detail. In this comprehensive video, we're going to give you an in-depth breakdown of the latest and honestly most significant reforms to the United Kingdom's immigration system. These updates will directly affect skilled workers, international graduates, employers, and anyone out there aspiring to migrate. So here's what's on the table. There's a higher skills threshold and increased salary requirements for the skilled worker visa. The care worker route is now permanently closed to new overseas applicants. The graduate visa duration has been cut to just 18 months, and there are stricter English language requirements for dependents and settlement. Plus, there are revisions to the immigration skills charge and a new, more streamlined occupation list. It's really crucial you stick around and watch this video right to the end, so you can fully understand how these regulatory shifts could impact your eligibility, your migration strategy, and your ability to apply, work, or recruit under the UK's evolving points-based system. As of the 22nd of July 2025, the UK's immigration system has, honestly, undergone one of the most significant overhauls in recent history. These sweeping reforms have been rolled out as part of the Labour government's renewed commitment to reducing net migration and making sure immigration routes actually line up with the country's long-term economic goals. The focus now is, without a doubt, on high-skilled, high-paid roles, and the government is actively moving away from lower-skilled migration routes. These routes in the past have been linked to systemic abuse and exploitation, especially within the care sector. So, let's begin by digging into the raised skills threshold for the skilled worker visa. Previously, applicants were eligible to apply for roles requiring RQF Level 3 qualifications, but now this has been bumped up to Level 6 or above. What this really means is that only highly skilled roles, generally equivalent to a UK bachelor's degree, will now qualify for sponsorship. Because of this change, about 180 occupations, mostly in the technical, hospitality, or care sectors, have been removed from the eligibility list, unless they happen to fall under the new temporary shortage list. But don't worry if you're already living and working legally in the UK under the old system. Transitional protection is in place for you. Next up, let's take a closer look at the newly increased salary requirements. The baseline minimum salary for a general skilled worker visa has been raised from £38,700 to £41,700 annually. For new entrants, so folks who are under 26, recent graduates, or switching from a student visa, the new salary threshold stands at £33,400. These updated figures also apply to PhD-level roles and visa extension cases, with proportional adjustments depending on the job category. It's important to note that these changes apply immediately to all new applications lodged after the 22nd of July 2025. So, if you're planning to apply soon, make sure your job offer and salary package meet these new thresholds. Alright, so moving on to the care worker route, the changes here are honestly perhaps the most controversial. The health and care worker visa, specifically for adult social care roles, is now permanently closed to new overseas applicants. This decision comes, amid numerous reports of abuse, underpayment, and poor working conditions within the sector. While existing care workers currently residing in the UK may still extend their visas or switch sponsors until the end of 2028, no new international applications will be accepted going forward. This really represents a significant policy shift and is expected to have a major impact on care sector staffing across the country. Now, let's turn our attention to changes in the graduate visa pathway. One of the most significant alterations is the reduction of the graduate visa duration from 2 years to just 18 months. This applies to international graduates applying on or after the 22nd of July. The shorter time frame means that new graduates must now act faster to transition into a skilled worker or other qualifying visa route in order to remain in the UK legally. The government argues that this change will encourage talent to quickly integrate into skilled employment, rather than remaining in the UK without clear progression plans. Another important update involves English language requirements and indefinite leave to remain, also known as settlement. Dependents of visa holders must now demonstrate basic English proficiency, which was not strictly enforced before. In addition, the route to settlement has been extended from 5 years to 10 years of continuous lawful residence, although early settlement may still be granted for some applicants under the points-based system. Partners of British citizens remain exempt from this requirement, although further clarification and guidance are expected from the Home Office in the coming months. We now move to the immigration skills charge and the introduction of a new occupation list. Employers who sponsor workers from overseas are now subject to higher fees under the updated skills charge framework. Furthermore, the previously used salary list has been scrapped and replaced with a new, temporary shortage list. Only medium-skilled roles listed under this new shortage list and falling below RQF Level 6 are now eligible for sponsorship, which may force many employers to reassess their workforce planning and recruitment strategies. This is expected to particularly impact industries like hospitality, retail, and social care that have traditionally relied on lower-skilled international workers. To conclude, the July 2025 immigration reforms mark a major turning point in the UK's immigration landscape. They reflect a broader strategic shift towards a highly selective migration model, one that rewards education, skill level, and higher income while limiting access to lower-paid routes. These reforms will require both prospective migrants and UK-based employers to carefully review their eligibility, compliance, and sponsorship practices in order to navigate the new system effectively. If you're planning to move, work, or recruit in the UK, understanding these reforms isn't optional, it's essential. Explore the full version of our detailed analysis by visiting the link in the description below. This summary video offers a concise yet thorough overview of all major updates introduced under the new rules. For continuous updates, real-time alerts, and deeper insight into UK immigration policy, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We appreciate your time. Thanks for watching, and as always, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. If you found value in this content, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe.